Hallo zusammen, da sind wir wieder auf Tour mit Takeami, mein Gott, und begeben uns ins Büro des Direktors.
Yagami-san.
Oh. Die Kleine.
Hey.
I still can't believe what happened to Sawa-sensei.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know anything about it?
I saw the scene of the crime. I was the first one to find her.
What?
The killer's still on the loose, but I know who it is.
Is there any way I can help? Maybe you could share some details about the case.
No, not this time. This one's too dangerous. I'm not gonna get you involved.
But...
Just leave Sawa-sensei's case to me. Don't you have your own cases to solve?
Yagami-san... Okay.
Listen,
Das
you're a
Kind.
brilliant kid. You can't afford to let this throw you off your game, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right. If I let that happen, it'll damage the MRC's credibility.
Exactly. So here's what I'm thinking, Amasawa. Let's just carry on like normal. And please spread the word to the rest of the MRC. That'd help me out a bunch.
Yes, I can do that.
Das wird immer schlimmer mit diesem blöden Headset. Nee, ich muss da lang. Ach, Mutter, mach doch nicht so eine komischen Sachen. Ganz langsam. Und vor allen Dingen immer in der richtigen Richtung. Wir müssen nach oben. Wow, ich gehe in die richtige Richtung gleich beim ersten Mal. Es geschehen noch Zeichen und Wunder. Der ist völlig fertig mit den Nerven.
Thank you for coming.
Sure. No problem.
Have a seat if you would. In that detective's report, Sawa-sensei was... Well, it said you were the one who found her body.
That's right.
You had been concerned for Sawa-sensei's safety before the incident. You're able to see things I can't. You have something of a gift for that, Yagami-san.
I wish I could agree with that. But I'm overlooking details. I'm letting too much slip away. And quite frankly, there's still a lot that I haven't figured out yet either.
Like what? May I have an example?
There's this local handyman. Kawana is the name he goes by in the city. Right before it happened, I ran into him in front of Sawa-sensei's apartment. There's no way it was a coincidence.
So, you think he could be the culprit?
Actually, I don't think so. Not really. That said, Kawana has something to do with all this. Sawa-sensei may have gotten caught up in his mess. In fact, Kawana is just an alias he uses, and he's being hunted by these thugs from Kamurocho. They're a gang called RK, and it's weird, but they've been looking for this punk named Kawai. And Kawai's connected to it too. Sawa-sensei went to the same school as him 13 years ago.
Wow, these details are flying so far over my head. Your investigation has gone well beyond what I can comprehend, and it's left me in the dust. But I just can't do this anymore. Between my own faculty and the press, I'm being bombarded. I'm afraid it's just too much for me to bear.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But you know what? What's been the hardest part? Is feeling so powerless as all these young people have their lives cut short. Because Shiba-kun being discovered dead, Ehara-san committing murder on video, and now poor Sawa-sensei's tragedy too. I can't help but feel in my heart that these incidents are related. That somewhere below the surface, all these misfortunes are connected to the same root.
I would have to agree.
Then I suppose it's only a matter of digging down deep enough. Though I couldn't begin to imagine how much soil would have to be turned to uproot it. But one thing, Yakami-san, if you would, could I ask that you continue to keep digging until you get to the bottom? Can you? Sawa-sensei deserves to have her chance at justice. A wonderful teacher like her. Why? She had her whole future to look forward to, the poor woman. And now this happens. It's just not right.
As it stands, I still need to collect more evidence. So you know, I can't make any promises just yet. I could hit a dead end. But no matter what anyone does, no matter who tries to stop me, I'm gonna keep digging.
You're a saint. These past few days have felt like a never-ending nightmare. What a breath of fresh air. And I appreciate the good news.
Of course. I'm glad we could talk, Chairman.
And now, Sawa-sensei's old class is going to be my next worry. I'm sure you're well aware that that class has some students with a penchant for causing trouble. I fear that with her gone, we may need to prevent a relapse for those bullies you stopped.
Are you referring to Koda-san then? I understand. While I'm working on campus, I'll keep an eye on them.
Okay. Ja. Hätte ich auch gemacht. Gesagt, okay. Ich gehe richtig. Ha! Ich gehe wirklich richtig. In welchem Stock sind wir jetzt? Da gibt es jetzt mal wieder was zu holen. Ein Magnet. Wir sind im dritten. Also sind wir jetzt gehen wir jetzt in Klasse 2-2. Ich bin richtig gegangen. Jappalappalu. Das ist das Lehrerzimmer. Ach, da ist noch ein Verwirrter. Na. Das müsste Klasse 2, 2,6, 2,6, 2,5 müsste das denn sein, oder? Ja, 2,5. Na. 2,4, 2,3. Und da vorne ist 2,2. Jawohl.
Yagami-san, what do you want?
You know, things have been really weird around here ever since you showed up. First, they find Miko Shiba-sensei's body. Now Sawa-sensei winds up getting murdered. You the angel of death or something? Is that it?
I wouldn't blame you for thinking that.
Everyone's so damn gloomy. Sucks. Sawa-sensei was popular with all the boys. But her classes were super easy, and honestly pretty boring. You won't catch me moping around crying about it like all these losers. Ha ha! Hypocrites. You assholes were practically celebrating what happened to Mikoshiba-sensei.
Hey, we've heard enough out of you.
Yeah? Fuck off, you little twerp! What do you want, Coda?
Yagami-san, well, we're fine. There's a lot we don't understand, so we just feel a bit vulnerable right now. But, well, if you learn more about Sawa-sensei, could you please keep us in the loop too?
Oh, please, bitch! What's with this goody two-shoes bullshit?
Fucking chill, Akane. What's your problem?
Like I said before, I'm a detective, and I'm looking into Hiro Mikoshiba's murder. That's why I was talking to Sawa-sensei. It's highly likely she got wrapped up in that case. So make no mistake, I'm going to find the truth about what happened to them both.
Kinda pointless. The internet's already branded Mikoshiba-sensei as the villain in all this. Everyone says he had it coming since he used to be a bully himself.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, if you're interested in hearing my report, just drop me a line. Maybe seeing my work might put things into perspective for you.
Detective my ass. Just get out of my face!
Gott, ist das eine blöde Kuh.
So, about Akane. She was really into Mikoshiba-sensei. They got along great, chatted all the time. Then all of a sudden, he just disappeared. She thought they had a connection, but turns out it was only one way. Now she's always so pissed off. Keeps driving herself over the edge because she can't even reach the brakes. I'm not saying all this because I expect you to forgive us.
The fact that you recognize you did some awful things is a step in the right direction, at least.
Tja,
I'm sorry, Coda. For everything we did to you.
You can't expect her to ever forgive you. If anything, expect that she never will.
I know.
That said, good job apologizing.
das ist ein guter Anfang, Junge.
Thanks.
Immerhin. Okay. Verlasse die Schule. Ich renne prompt jetzt in die verkehrte Richtung. Aber jetzt bin ich wieder richtig unterwegs. Ach, wenn wir hier doch nur aus dem Fenster springen könnten, das wäre schön. Aber gut, gehen wir die Treppe runter. Der steht ja immer noch hier. Ach. Ups, wieso geht denn jetzt verkehrt? Muss ich jetzt den Fahrstuhl nehmen? Ja. Hä? Was? Ach so, ja, zum ersten Stock. Und hier kommen wir irgendwo raus. Will ich nicht wieder 50.000 Mal verkehrt laufen. Bis jetzt laufe ich richtig.
うちらで頑張って乗り越えようよ。あ、もしもし。今週末試合。
Heute schon laufe ich wieder verkehrt. Und schon laufe ich wieder verkehrt. Oh Gott.
うちらで頑張って乗り越えようよ。
Oh nee. Aber dann zeigt das so an, dann muss man da lang gehen, dann muss man da lang gehen. Wieso da? Ich wollte doch den kürzeren Weg da rausgehen. Mensch. Ja gut, okay. Ich bin ja draußen. Der Weg ist das Ziel, manchmal. Verlasse die Schule, ja. Kehre zu Yokohama. 99 zurück. Ach, das ist so weit weg. Wir nehmen uns jetzt ein Taxi. Ich gehe davon aus, dass wir gleich eins finden irgendwo. Ah. Ach ja, wir müssen ja hier runter. Wo ist ein Taxi? Ach Gott, ach Gott. Kleinen Riesenschläger, ihr.
No waste.
Ja. Wo ist jetzt ein Taxi? Taxi. Ich will ein Taxi haben. Ach so, da ist ja noch was zum Sammeln. Im Klo. Und jetzt? Fahren wir mal ein bisschen Skateboard wieder. Okay, ich muss hier rum. Da? Natürlich nicht da, sondern da lang. Nee, nicht Skateboard jetzt. Wie weit sind wir noch von Yokohama? Okay. Wir nehmen Taxi. Ins Gewerbeviertel. So. Krasses Teil. Ja, da war es ja schon. Aber jetzt müssen wir erstmal alles aufsammeln hier. Gehen wir mal brav über einen Zebrastreifen. Dann gehen wir. Und wir sind da. Hallo Jungs.
Hey, welcome back, Talk.
Good to see you, Yagamishi. How'd things go at school?
The chairman told the entire student body about Sawa-sensei at an assembly. Everyone's pretty shaken up.
Yeah. I can't even imagine. I gave the yearbook I took from her room yesterday to Tsukumo. Why don't you check it out later, Yagami-san?
I still can't wrap my head around what I saw last night. We have to avenge Sawa-sensei. Right, Talk?
Ja.
We've been waiting for you, Yagamishi. Let's plan our next moves. Are you ready?
Ja, legen wir
Let's do
los.
it.
While in a meeting yesterday, Sawa-sensei received a call that her apartment was broken into, prompting her to go home. Judging from the events that followed, RK must have called her using the apartment manager's name. And that's how they got to Sawa-sensei.
But RK wasn't after Sawa-sensei. They were actually after Kuwana, weren't they?
Yeah, Akutsu and Soma both said so. I think Sawa-sensei was used to lure Kuwana out.
Why would Sawa-sensei be bait to draw out Kuwana? How the hell are those two connected?
That too, but why is RK even after Kuwana-san? Thugs from Kamurocho want a handyman in Ijincho?
Right. There's still a lot we don't know. We need to find Kuwana before RK does and get some answers out of him. Kuwana isn't even his real name. Apparently it's Kitakata. RK didn't seem to be familiar with the name Kuwana. Truth is, we don't know anything about Kuwana. All we know is that he's a handyman in Ijincho.
I haven't been able to contact Kawana-san since yesterday, but I left a message asking him to reply.
Where's the office for his handyman business?
He ran his whole operation from a cell phone. Not even his business card lists an address. Oh yeah, Kaito-san. Didn't you call up all the places we went drinking? Did you find out where he lives?
Yep, just found out. Looks like Kuwana lives in some kind of prefab shack off West Central Street. Sounds like pretty shitty conditions for a guy charging up the ass for his time.
Well, if we know that much, we might as well go take a look.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Okay.
Tsukumo, we'll talk more later.
You never slow down, Yagamishi.
Let's roll, Talk.
Okay, Zeit für einen Break. Danke fürs Anschauen. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.